Hi, guys. How are you tonight? Okay. This is what you get on a Sunday night at 8 p.m. I'm just going to tell you now. Okay. I'm chilling. I worked out today with my husband, Mark. So this is as good as it gets. But I'm just so excited to be here. I cannot wait to tell you about the challenge today. So if you're joining me, it's a little late. I thought 8 p.m. though would be a really good time considering it was the holidays. So for the rest of the week, we'll be getting together earlier. But I thought, yeah, 8 o'clock, let's do 8. Because if you're like us, we literally just got done actually putting away our Christmas decorations. Okay. So I wanted to give you time to just chill, relax, get everything done you needed to get done, and then join us for information about the challenge. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some information up on the screen. I'm going to let you know all about our challenge, and I hope you can join us in the challenge for the new year. So let me go ahead and put some information up there for you. It's been a while since I've done a live stream and I love it. So thank you so much for joining us. Now, if you're joining us live, be sure to comment. Let me know that you're watching when I get a chance. I love giving an on-air shout out. So be sure to let me know that you're watching. Or when we get done, if you think you've got some friends or family members that you're like, oh my God, it'd be so fun to do this together, go ahead and share this video with them. I gave other information about the challenge earlier in the week, so you can check that out. And if you're new to ShopTalk, you may not know, this is our second year to do a New Year challenge. I love everything about a new year, you guys. And if you're friends of mine or family members of mine, you know your girl's a little cheesy here. So you're not really surprised that I absolutely love everything about a new year. But if you are someone I don't know and you're brand new to Shop Talk, you may not realize that we love it so much because it just represents so much positivity, doesn't it? It represents all the possibilities for the year ahead. So I cannot think of anything better to start the year off on the right foot than doing a 5-day challenge. So I'm so glad that you're here and are interested in finding out more. Now, if you want to see what we worked on last year, actually, check out my playlist on my YouTube channel, and you can find the New Year, New You challenge we did last year, and you can see the 5 things we worked on then. It's never too late to start, you guys, so you can check that out as well. All right, so if you're interested in actually registering for the challenge, it's really simple. You literally shoot me an email at drdawn@drdawnshoptalk.com. Now, to make sure that I group that email correctly, though, just do me a favor, ladies. Go ahead and just put New Year, New You 2022 in the subject line. If you do that for me, it basically does 2 things. It registers you for the free challenge, number 1, and number 2, it's actually going to register you for our giveaway. Now, if you're new to Shop Talk, then you don't realize that your girl also loves a giveaway. I do. I just love thanking our supporters and our fans here at Shop Talk by giving you something. And usually I get something that I love so much that I buy it myself. And I kind of did that for this year too. So I'll tell you more about that in just a little bit. Okay. So that's all you do. It registers you for the challenge and for the giveaway. All right. Now let's talk about the challenge, what we're going to do each day. And then I'm going to kind of give you the schedule of when we'll do the giveaway and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with this. And again, I'm adjusting my readers. Again, you guys, this is as good as it gets. All right, here we go. I'm going to share some notes with you so that I can make sure that I'm explaining exactly what your options are. It's super easy peasy. And then what we're going to do is at the end of the day, at 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, we're going to meet again on a live stream, and then we're going to talk about how you did. I'll share with you what I chose to do for my challenge, and then I would love to hear from you and hear how things go. Okay, so be sure to do that and join us at 7 p.m. starting on Monday. Monday, we're calling Mindset Monday because, you guys, this is really the first step. We can't even think about starting the year off on the right foot unless we've got the right mindset. So what is mindset? It's super simple. It's basically your attitude and your beliefs about not just yourself, but your situation, the people in your life, your career. It's kind of that attitude that you bring with you. So on Monday, I'm going to give you a couple of examples of some things that you can work on that will really make a difference. In fact, do you know that when it comes to career consulting, Mindset is the very first thing that I work on with clients because it affects everything, absolutely everything. If you don't have the right mindset, I promise you, you're not going to do great on that interview. And if you don't work on your mindset first, no matter what you do, you could possibly dismantle all your best efforts. Okay. So, mindset is super important. So, here's what I want you to do I want you to pick one of three things on Monday to work on. Here's the first one: challenge any disempowering belief that you have. So the minute a disempowering belief pops in your head, I want you to challenge it. Now, don't just challenge it, you got to replace it with something positive. So, for example, one of the most common fears a lot of my clients will have is starting something new, especially if it's out of their comfort zone. Maybe they really think they can't do anything with technology. They think that if they're even near a computer, it's just going to fail. They just feel overwhelmed by the whole process. Well, if they start challenging that disempowering belief, they'll realize, well, I'm not always awful at the computer. There are times when I've actually figured things out and I pat myself on the back and I feel pretty good about it. That's one example. Here's another example. I had a client recently who really believed that they just would always get so nervous when they tried to meet someone new that what was the point? Like they were just going to look foolish if they introduced themselves. And they were in a new job where they really kind of needed to do that a little bit more, to at least network. So we worked on some strategies, some really easy strategies to help them realize, hey, there are times when I do introduce myself to people, but it tended to be more in their personal life, not in their work life. As soon as they saw they didn't always suck at that, they realized I can do this. And so sometimes you just got to replace that disempowering belief. That's what I want you to concentrate on Monday, okay? That's an option. All right, here's another option. If you'd rather do this one, this is another simple mindset technique. Watch your words. Spend Monday literally listening to how you're phrasing things. Your words have such power, you guys, you've got to use them wisely. So if you'd rather work on that because you know that you're sometimes on autopilot, like it just kind of pops out of your mouth. Like you don't even realize you're saying certain things because you're so used to reacting that way. So choose your words wisely on Monday instead. Perhaps do that for your mindset technique. And then we'll visit about that tomorrow night and see how it went. All right, here's another option, and then we're going to move on to Tuesday. Another option for your mindset, this is another easy technique, is to cultivate your confidence by making a decision. Here's the problem. Oftentimes, people think that they have no confidence, and part of the reason is because they just won't make a decision because they're so afraid of making a mistake. There are very few mistakes in the workplace, especially, that are going to be the end of your career, unless you're doing something illegal. Okay, guys, it's okay to have a typo in an email. It's not the end of the world, for example. So just get the work done, make a decision. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Do you know that a common ingredient among the top CEOs worldwide is that they're less fearful than the average person in making a mistake? They really do believe that once they make that decision, even if it's not the right one, they actually end up learning more from their mistakes anyway. So they tend to be less fearful about making a decision. So there's three options for you guys on Monday. I can't wait to hear what you choose. All right, you guys, let's move on to Tuesday. Tuesday, I'm calling passion rediscovery. Notice I'm saying rediscovery. There's a very important reason. Your passions are there. They really are. I find that sometimes people really believe that they have completely given up on their passions because it's been so long since they've even thought about what they're passionate about. Well, here's the truth. Research backs this up. Ladies, we are terrible about sometimes putting our passions on a back burner. We really are. Here's a lesson we can learn from the men out there. I promise you. In general, just in general, men tend to be better about not giving up on their passions. They really do. They go hunting, they play golf, they have a poker night. Women sometimes get so excited about kind of tapping into that caretaking that we all have, that our passions get put on a back burner. You're exhausted by the time you come home from work, and then you may have children or furry children to take care of. And by the time you're done running around trying to take care of them, you are exhausted. Okay. And don't get me started on the teenage years. My daughter is 22 now, but oh my God, when she was a teenager, my passion, oh, sometimes I'd have to lock myself in the bathroom, run a bubble bath just so I wouldn't kill her. Because, I kind of didn't want a police report. I'm just saying it definitely could have hurt my career. So you got to be better about rediscovering your passions. So on Tuesday, I'm not going to even give you a choice. You're going to do two things. First thing you're going to do is you're going to step back and you're going to try to remember as far back as you can what you not only love to do, but also what you're good at. Sometimes they're not the same. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean you really love doing it. So when you identify what it is you actually really love, I want you, number two, to make the commitment to do that, to incorporate that in your schedule. You've got to find at least one thing that you love doing. And even if it's only for 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to make the commitment on Tuesday to incorporate that in your day every single day. Now, if you don't think you have the time, we're going to get to time management in a minute. I promise you do. You have to make that commitment to yourself, okay? That's going to be a terrific way to start the new year off right. Okay, you guys, let's move on to Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, uncover your grit. This one is huge, you guys. Now, if you're wondering about grit, let me just kind of in a nutshell tell you a little bit about this. Basically, you hear about this a lot now, but grit and the idea of grit has been around since the time of Aristotle. It just has gotten a lot of attention recently. Grit is the idea that you have this sort of unwavering belief that you can finish something, that you can get it done no matter what. And even if the results are different from what you imagine, it's this unwavering belief that things work out the way they should. So grit is also very important to success because the most successful people just don't give up, you guys. They just don't. It kind of reminds me of those cute little chihuahuas that kind of latch onto somebody's ankle and they're like, "Rah, rah," and they just don't let go. Now that I think about that, I think I've actually been described as one of those little chihuahuas sometimes. But hey, it works, you guys, because if you just keep trying and even maybe stay open-minded to changing your approach, success will come your way. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean you just keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. We know that's the definition of insanity. I'm talking about that if you've got a dream and you really believe in it, or you just want to accomplish something, it doesn't have to be a dream come true. It could just be one skill set you're trying to accomplish at work or one personal goal. Maybe it's to exercise. My husband and I worked out today. I'm still in my workout gear because we wanted to start our year off on the right foot. And we definitely ate some really amazing food the past couple of days, so we wanted to kind of get a little healthy today. Well, we made the time for that, right? You can too. So I definitely want you to think about uncovering your grit, and here's a way that you can do that. All right. You're going to focus on one of three things. These three areas are some of the most common ways that people hold themselves back from accomplishing what they want, all right? Here you go. Number one, perfectionism. Number two, fear of failure. Number three, fear of success. Okay. Do you know, let's start with perfectionism. Do you know that as women, we have a much higher percentage than the men out there in becoming perfectionists? Is that crazy? Not really. I think when you think about it, there's some brain reasons why. I'm not going to get into that now, but we do. We tend to think we have to be perfect, okay, about everything. It's no wonder we have higher percentages of depression and anxiety. We just kind of overanalyze things and we don't tend to forgive ourselves as well. So you really want to work on that. So if you know you struggle with perfectionism, what you're going to do is you're going to think about, is that an issue of mine? If it is, then on Wednesday, you're going to work on letting go of perfectionism and see how your day goes. That that could be a way that you could accomplish what you need to accomplish on Wednesday. Just get it done. If the letter isn't perfect, if the email has a typo in it, whatever the case may be, just let go of perfectionism. Give yourself a break on Wednesday. Now, if you know you're pretty good with perfectionism, you've worked on that already, take a look at fear of success and fear of failure. I think most people understand what a fear of failure is, but the flip side to that is sometimes you're actually afraid of success. So think about that. Is it possible that you're pushing success away? That could be the reason for your perfectionism, but many times that fear of success is very subtle. So again, on Wednesday, I want you to pick one of those three things to work on. And then the second part of that is you're going to untap that power, that professional and personal power. You're going to give yourself permission to do something about it. Okay. So that's what you're going to work on Wednesday. I'm so excited to find out how that goes for you. And I'm going to share with you on Wednesday night. I'll share with you what I picked, and then we'll talk about that. And then I can't wait to hear from you. All right. Number 4 is one of my favorites, time management know-how. You guys, this is so important. Do you know that most people go wrong in how they think about their time? That you're already starting behind a curveball, okay? Behind the 8 ball, as we would say. The reason is because you think of time as 24 hours in a day. I want you to stop that. Don't think of that anymore. Because by the time you take out the number of hours that we're all lucky enough to be working, if you've got a full-time job, be blessed, be grateful, right? It pays the bills. It excites you. Hopefully you're in a job you love. And if you're not, we can talk. We can get to the bottom of that. But when you take the number of hours, if it's 40 to 50 hours a week, and you take the number of hours you're working in a day, and then you take out the number of hours we all should be getting for sleep, you're left with like 7 or 8 hours for everything else. And that doesn't seem like a lot of time. It kind of is. It's like another whole workday, but it doesn't seem like a lot. So what you want to do, you guys, is you want to think of blocks of time. Don't think of 24 hours in a day. Think of 168 hours instead, because that's the amount of time you have in 7 days, in 1 week. If you start thinking about that and mapping it out, like, oh, you can't tell here, but I'm filming from my home office today. And over here to my right is my daily calendar. And then I also have like a yearly calendar. It takes up the whole wall. When I look at my whole week and I can see, oh my gosh, I've got time to go to a movie or rent a movie. I've got time to read this book. I have time to go work out. Like when I look at the entire week, I get more excited about it because I see I do have a lot more time than I realize. That is another common ingredient among the world's billionaires. I have an episode on my YouTube channel about how millionaires and billionaires use their time differently. And guys, it's really always fascinated me. I've got to tell you, how is it that two people who have the same 24 hours in that day that I was just talking about, how is it that one person seems to get so much done and the other doesn't? And I'm not talking about when that person is a gazillionaire and they've got nannies and housekeepers and all this. I'm talking about when they're first starting out. Right? So again, we have the same amount of time. I want you to use it wisely. It's the one commodity that millionaires and billionaires really value because they realize it's the one thing they cannot buy. They're never going to get any more of it. When you use it, right? It's gone. You never get it back. So I want you to start thinking of your time differently. And here's the 2 choices you've got for the challenge on Thursday. Number 1, I want you to think about your morning routine right now. Do you love your morning routine, or are you walking out the door to try to get to work with your pants on fire? Like, is that your morning? Are you rushed? Are you stressed out? Or if you're still working from home, are you just like feeling like you never get a break? You like literally leave your office, go, relax. And then the next day you just go right back to your commute is walking from one room to the next. And many times people are discovering that working from home, they're actually working longer hours because they don't feel like they can even take a lunch break. That's actually going to decrease your productivity. That's a whole other episode. I promise you. You have to be able to work in a way where you have built-in breaks. Give yourself time to renew yourself and recharge. And that's hard to do, especially if your morning starts off where you just feel like you're on repeat all the time. So here's the first thing you can do. Choose a different morning routine. Now, those of you that know me personally know that I'm named Dawn not because I like to get up early. because I like to stay up till dawn. Not that I like to get up at dawn, I like to stay up till dawn. So I am totally a night owl. I force myself to get up early because I hate being rushed, you guys. When I was working from home more regularly, I did the same thing. I created a morning routine that I loved, and I like getting up before everybody else. I have the whole place to myself. This is me time. Right? So if you create a morning routine you love, I promise you it's going to set the tone for the entire day. You might even consider making your bed, even if you're working from home. Do you know there's real research about this? There are a million videos that have gone viral about the power of making your bed. I make our bed every day. I've got it down to 2 minutes, and I promise you, when I get back to the bedroom, even if the rest of the room is a mess, making that bed and having that bed made, and I've got a million pillows, of course, that I put all over the bed. It drives my husband crazy, but it's happening. I love it. There's something about that that really can set the whole tone. That's time management. I know exactly how long it takes to make that bed. I make the time for that. So that's one technique. All right, here's another technique I want to share with you. Remember when I was talking about blocks of time? I want you to think about on this challenge on Thursday, start recording how long it's taking you for your regular tasks. Literally time yourself. Whip out your cell phone if you have to and time yourself doing different activities, okay? The reason I want you to do that is part of the reason why time might seem so elusive to you is that you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just it's taking so long to get everything done. Part of the reason is you may not know how long it really takes to do your everyday tasks. So there's another option. Focus on your morning routine or focus on how long certain tasks are taking you so that you can be a little bit better about budgeting that into your schedule. I promise you it's doable. You'll be so excited when you're working on that. All right, you guys, remember, be sure to like, share, and comment. You might have somebody who would like to do this challenge with you, so be sure to send this video to them. And again, I love it when you comment and share your comments with us. It's always so important. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've got some amazing comments already coming in. Thank you guys so much. Hi, Victoria. Thank you so much. I'm so excited that you're as excited as I am about the 5-day challenge. Hi, Kim. Hi, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Oh, and here's Laura. Hi, Laura. Thank you for joining us. And oh, yes, Laura commented that she loves her some grit. It is all about grit. Thank you so much. And then Susie, hi, Susie. Thank you so much. She's saying good stuff. Yes, you guys, you're going to love this challenge. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. And I think you're going to love it. Now, let me move on to another reason some of you may be here. A sneak peek about the challenge itself. So hang on, let me go ahead and show that to you. A sneak peek of our giveaway. Okay, so before I move on to what we're going to do on Friday, I want to show you this. You guys, I'm obsessed with this. Okay, I bought this for my daughter. I mentioned earlier that our theme for this year's challenge is all about manifesting what you want. So I thought this would be great. It is an awesome daily journal. It actually gives you 369 challenges. So we get some extra challenges in here. So this is what you're going to win. And the way you win is you participate in the challenge. Remember, on Friday, I'm going to draw the name of the winner. Now, those of you who know me personally know, yes, I got one for myself. I can't help it. I think it'd be so exciting to do this together as part of those of you who joined us for the challenge today. All right, you guys. So last but not least, what are we going to do on Friday? And then remember, Friday is when we're going to do the giveaway. Friday is all about building your brand. I'm going to share with you one of my favorite quotes and then what you're going to do to figure out what your brand actually is. This is a quote from the former CEO of Amazon, and he says, "Your brand is what other people say about you when you're not in the room." Don't you just love that? And it's so true. Your brand is what people say about you. So when you're thinking about your career, what you're going to do on Friday is you're going to list 3 things that you believe you're known for right now. Okay. Now, it might be a good thing. It might be a bad thing. Let's say you're sitting there going, well, golly, I'm kind of afraid I'm not really good about returning my emails. Like, I literally think people would probably say about me, oh yeah, well, she's really nice and everything, but don't expect her to return an email in the same day. Okay. If you think that might be what your brand is currently known for because you're spreading yourself way too thin, then that's what you're going to work on Friday. List 3 qualities that you believe your brand is known for, and then I want you to hone in on that. Now, maybe it's something really positive. Maybe you realize that your brand is known for always arriving to the meeting 10 minutes early. People know that you're going to be there early and you're going to be prepared. That's a wonderful quality because your brand really determines how far you're going to go in your career. I promise you, it can work even for you when things are not going well. For example, let's say you're really struggling. There are some things going on in your personal life and it's starting to affect your work. Do you know, I've seen this play out firsthand where I know somebody is such a stellar employee that when I've seen things change, I've actually gone to bat for them and I have said, oh, no, 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 no. You don't understand. He's never like that. There is something else going on. I promise you, he normally is always the person who's here on time, delivers that presentation. No, there must be something else going on. So as a result of how great that person's brand is, I can kind of go to bat for them because I know that's out of character. So that's what you want to be thinking about on Friday. Let's build our brand. I know it sounds kind of cliche, and sometimes people are like, oh, build your brand. That's no, I promise you, it really makes a difference in your career and also in your personal life. What are you known for? You teach people how to treat you, whether it's in your professional life or personal one. So let's make sure your brand is stellar. All right, you guys. Now, just a quick reminder, we start the challenge tomorrow with our Monday mindset. Now, if you would like for me to send you kind of like a list, I put together a list of what the challenges are, what we're going to work on every day. If you want me to send you this downloadable so that you can print it off, put it on your fridge, put it up, at your office or at home. If you'd like a downloadable that lists what we're doing, just shoot me that email and just make sure that you let me know you would like that. I'll be sure to send that to you. Okay. Now, I mentioned that I would join you tomorrow night to see how things are going. Monday through Thursday, we'll get together at 7. Join us. It'll be short and sweet, maybe 20, 30 minutes like tonight's broadcast, and we'll just recap and see how things go. It's probably going to be a little shorter, I think probably more like 15 minutes or so, and then just let me know how things went. And again, I would love to give you an on-air shout out and share with others what you chose to do for your challenge and how things went. Now, on Friday, nobody wants to get together at 7 p.m. On a Friday, you're going to be busy. So Friday, we're going to get together on your lunch hour. So join me at noon. On that day, we'll do a quick recap. And then, of course, we're going to draw for the winner. So I hope you can join us. If you can't join us live, that's fine too. Just watch the replay either on YouTube or on our Facebook page. Well, thanks you guys again. I am so excited that you were here for those of you who joined us live. And I'm so excited that you're willing to invest in yourself and making sure that you have a terrific start to your 2022. So thanks again, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is Mindset Monday. And if you like the downloadable, just shoot me an email and I'll send it to you. Have a great rest of your night. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.